Alright, I've been seeing too many people clowning on a Cybertruck, and one of my favorite creators on the platform, Brandon Herrera, let's go ahead and drop him a sub. I love this dude, he's freaking great. Drop a like. Inventor. Okay, gunsmith extraordinaire, inventor of, and brain father of the magnificent creation known as the 50 caliber AK. It's even in Call of Duty. Even Call of Duty stole this man's idea because they couldn't think of something as cool as the 50 caliber AK. That's right. This man literally went out of his way to create a blueprint for, and then create a 50 caliber AK. And it's freaking sick. So this guy is freaking awesome, and for some reason, Elon, not Elon specifically, right, but Elon, I'm going to say it anyways because it's funnier, Elon decided to say that the Cybertruck was bulletproof, even though it can't even handle a baseball. But Brandon Herrera came in today to basically say, you know what, we're going to prove today that this thing is definitely 110% guaranteed bulletproof, because Elon would never lie to us like that. These Cybertrucks are perfect. They're amazing.
To test if it was bulletproof.
If it ricochets, it's not gonna.
If it wasn't meant for us to die, we're not gonna die.
Like 9 times out of 10, they pop it a couple times with a 9mm and then call it a day. I am curious, though, exactly how bulletproof the outside of a Cybertruck is.
And this is why we come to watch Brandon. Because he doesn't say, I'm about to shoot this truck with a bullet. He says, I'm about to shoot this truck with multiple different calibers of bullets. For science! And that's what we're here for,
in case
baby.
my bastard neighbors
that's what we're here for.
My life. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be taking a variety of different weapons and different calibers and stepping it up to see exactly how much a Cybertruck will stop. So today we're going to get downright scientific and see just how bulletproof the Cybertruck really is. And then, I might get a little silly with it. Now, only
just saying, bro, it's never going to survive my 22. Just saying, I'm going to be like, pat, pat, and it's going to be like, ah! Going to fall to the ground, bro. I'm going to be like, that's right. That's right. You see them tires? You see them tires? Gone.
Cybertruck are actually rated to be bulletproof, so to speak. Those parts include the doors. Which is the only part I really give a shit about, to be honest. If I'm getting shot at, I want me protected, not the people.
Nah, if you're telling me the car is bulletproof, that window better be bulletproof glass. I don't care. It better be tempered or something. Something's got to give.
I have tied up in my trunk. This bad boy.
At least put that like plastic film so that when it like breaks, it doesn't like cave in, you know.
Drive, but it's also been a pretty good prop here on the channel. So instead of shooting this one, I'm actually going to be shooting a Cybertruck door that I was able to find. So we're going to be shooting this piece by piece with different calibers.
So somebody had already dented their Cybertruck door and had to get it replaced. Good news. I get obviously already a sign of good things to come.
To see exactly how much damage it does until we get to something that stops it. Let's be honest, we're not going to stop there. We're just going to keep shooting shit out of it. Starting out, obvious place, 22LR in the MP7 at home. No less.
That's beautiful. That's freaking cool.
So load up a couple of these, and we're gonna see if it stops on the Cybertruck door. Spoiler alert: it should. I mean, it really fucking should.
Dude, that is such a. When you talk about like blinkers, that is such a freaking awesome one to have.
Firing.
It's a little freaking MP7.
All right.
Where'd it hit? Oh.
Got a little bit of a dent. I mean,
I didn't even see it. Hold on.
Should. And firing.
Okay, I did see it now. Ow.
Alright, so got a little bit of a dent. Not really much, to be honest. It looked worse coming up to it, but now, like, when I look over the top of it, it's, yeah. Nothing major, but that was honestly to be expected. So if you're attacked by a squirrel hunter, the Cybertruck has you covered. Moving on up, this next one is for all you stalker and tar.
Frankly, the 22 is really only good for plinking and maybe very, very low security self-defense. But absolutely will take someone out. Like don't underestimate the damn thing. Absolutely, like don't forget we fought World War I's and Twos like with basically 22s for quite a while too.
Tarkov fans, we have a 9x18 Makarov, basically just a spicy 380.
I've actually fallen in love with this thing because of Stalker 2.
This one's actually a Narenko one, so that's kind of cool. I have a huge Makarov collection. I just love these little fucking things for some reason.
They're
Probably one
awesome.
of the more complete ones, I think. But maybe one day I'll show them off. See if
They
that's something.
look like, when you look at it, it has the feel of a James Bond, like a spy, like, you know, it's like it's perfect. It's like a little spy weapon. There's a reason why I like this. The Beretta Spitfires. They look very similar, but they have like a weird like contraption going on there.
But for now,
it's not that great.
I'm gonna shoot a truck door. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
I feel like that one right there is like the perfect like.
All right, so we see
carry.
a little bit of a deeper impact, a lot of a deeper
really
impact.
need.
Actually.
I feel like a
little
normal
bit of texture
person,
on that.
like a normal everyday average Joe doesn't need anything strong. Like this is like.
It's all right. It's good. It's great flavoring for your food. It's kind of like MSG, really. Next up, Scorpion. BZ61 Scorpion in 32 ACP.
Dude, that is so cool. This guy has such an awesome collection. That is awesome.
Now, just in case you owe money to the Czech mob.
Yeah, this is like this is starting to get into there's no, like, you probably don't need this, but this is like a good little apocalypse, ready, you know what I'm saying?
Which I don't, for the record. Just putting that out there. 3, 2, 1.
It is a little more gangster. It's like, I'd say it's like in the same area of like a Uzi. Like, realistically, you don't need it for self-defense, but it is cool to have. It looks cool.
Saw that, right? All right, Scorpion submachine gun.
Papa Monke used to talk about how he had an Uzi back when he used to live in Mexico.
Did not fare much better than 9x18. In fact, I would actually say that's less of an impression. It's not about the size of the round. It's about the motion and the ocean. In this case, not a lot of motion either, so you're just fucked, I guess. Next up, we can take these off. We're going for subsonic 9.
The king! This thing's amazing. This is the classic. Like, this is the SMG.
Millimeter
this
out
is
of the
Himothy.
MP5 SD for drip factor alone. If you played Wet Work on Call of Duty 4, we can be friends. All right.
Let's go! Such a satisfying sound.
I don't know if it's because I had the ears off, but you could hear that thunk on the door was way more solid.
The thunk on the door was louder than the actual, like...
That one's pretty good. Still some lead in there, too. Did not puncture, though. So now, we move up to supersonic 9mm. Now, for supersonic 9mm, we're going to be using my staccato...
So, at least subsonic 9mm. You good. Alright. Okay. Very common, like the 9mm is a very, very common thing. Most people can get their hands on it here in the U.S. So it's like, okay, though they pricey though. You wouldn't be buying yourself like a bunch to go firing it with your friends, you know. But you definitely will see that the bad guys that are hiding around every corner here in the U.S. that are probably just waiting to ambush me as soon as I go for a lovely Sunday drive. They probably might use 9mm, but this is supersonic. Doesn't that mean that they like overpack it? Like it's like super packed with gunpowder, like this, right? It's like super fast, no? It's like way faster bullets.
Sweet. Fucking love this ammo.
It's like way faster. Like the velocity is like insane, right? So it should go through. I would assume it would go through. Oh no, damn.
We're definitely seeing a lot more of an impression there. Look at the difference between subsonic and supersonic. That's fucking crazy. That is
because it's like, isn't it like super? It's like packed with extra powder. No, I think that's how that works.
Something that I've said on the channel quite a lot, and something I think we're going to prove here in a second even more. That what punches through armor, what punches through shit like this, is all about speed. So a big round that's slow and fat is not going to punch armor as well as a small round that's really quick. So you saw the difference from speed there, where this is going to go. To really test this, we've got the 45 ACP. The round so full of stopping power that it single-handedly won 2 world wars. Something about the 45 ACP, though, is that while it is a very heavy projectile, I mean, that is just a chunker of a bullet there, it is also pretty slow. I think it's most 45...
Yeah, and so say it's similar, so basically the opposite of what we were just discussing with the other one, where it's a chonker of a thing, but not a lot of powder in it. Interesting, okay.
ACP is naturally...
I don't know. I have always felt like speed equal like or like Call of Duty terms, right? Velocity equals penetration. Whereas I feel like girth equals stopping power. You get me?
Sonic. So we're gonna see how that fares. I'm gonna try to put this right above there. I put that 9mm, and we're gonna see how it compares.
This is so cool.
There you go.
Yeah, so you didn't go through.
So while the 45 ACP that we're using here is about
for a
twice
second
the
thought
weight
it would.
of the 9mm that we used, the impression really isn't any deeper. It's a little wider because it's a.
Bro, do you think he ever like puts on a tuxedo suit and gets like one of those torpedo cigars and fires that thing and like starts like just wants to feel like a mafia guy from the 1920s? Like, yeah, that's right.
Fatter
the
around,
Chicago
but I don't
typewriter,
think it's
baby.
deeper than the 9mm. But we already kind of knew. I mean, fucking Elon shot this with a 45. A bunch of people have shot it with 9mm, including, by the way, I do want to point out, somebody said that this could withstand AK fire. It was a clip that was going super viral. It's like, oh, bro, the Cybertruck will stop an AK. All right, maybe simmer. That.
Okay, what? Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying AKs can be chambered in other stuff that's not AK rounds. Okay, but if it's a 7.62, then it's an AK round. Anything else that doesn't, I'm not considering it. The AK will not be defeated. Okay, if that wasn't a 7.62, I don't believe it.
That AK in the clip was a fucking 9mm.
Okay,
some, like,
you see? Okay, I called it. No, I don't believe it. Some
AKV or something like that. Not really the same thing.
No,
I'll
it's
be dead
not.
serious here. I have no idea
Some
if the
BS.
next shit that we're gonna test is going to be stopped or if
The AK always wins. I don't care what anyone says. The AK wins.
It's gonna punch right through, but you know what? That's why we do it. Science. Now, when we're talking speed, I would be remiss if I did not mention the FN57. This bad boy fires, shocker, 5.7mm by 28. It's basically like
Isn't that a little too specific? Like, I would hate to get that. Because that, like, I feel like that would, like, wouldn't it cost more money? How specific is that?
like a small rifle.
I don't know too much about that. I've only ever gone to the range, like, once. And other than that, I just like I like seeing the mechanical aspects to, like, the actual force multipliers and, like, how they work. Like, the mechanisms, like, for me, like, the Vector, the Chris Vector, and the AK are, like, some top-tier stuff. Because you can really see how wildly different the mechanics are compared to like other stuff. You know what works, what doesn't work. Really love it.
Round. It's like a little shrunk down 5.56, very fast, and is actually notorious for certain types of ammunition being able to punch through ballistic vests like 3A armor. Very rare for a pistol to be.
I was trying to make a point. I don't know much about the actual ammunition though. Like on a consumer day-to-day basis. Like is that particular ammo like cheap, expensive? Like can you get that anywhere? Like what the like what are the baddies gonna constantly have this if I drive a Cybertruck?
Let's see how
can the baddies get me easily?
Yeah, I forgot the triggers.
I have to imagine eventually there's gonna be a caliber that can punch through this. I just want to know. I want to know how tough does it gotta be, and how readily available is that ammo to the normal average everyday Joe?
Put one a little lower. That's like right on the line.
Normal average day baddies.
There you
go. Yeah, because he kind of got a bad angle on that. That would have. So okay, but didn't go through yet either. Damn. Okay.
Oh, it wanted to punch so bad. Right in there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is a teeny crack right there in the pocket of that crater. Not really any down there though, so that's actually really interesting.
So it might be a soft spot because of the metal is being bent. You know, slightly, maybe some kind of physics happening there. But that lends me to believe that this particular chamber could in the worst situations where I just sort of sit there and Captain America's shield with the door of the Tesla, eventually it might go through.
So these
especially
are
if you hit the same area twice.
Shots. That actually, I was kind of 50-50 on whether that was going to punch through, but now I guess we're just going to have to get bigger. This is the Desert Eagle.
What the hell is that? Okay, if I could only own one, it would be this one. I gotta admit, that's freaking awesome. That would, but frankly, that would be a trophy. I think that would just sort of be on show and never touched.
Cybertruck's only known natural predator, aside from the cartel boss.
Well, probably once a week, and then it would have to thoroughly be polished, and then never touched during that time again.
This one is actually not.
He's got a Bengal tiger. Oh my goodness!
44 Magnum. as Callahan would say.
That's
the most powerful handgun in the world and would blow your head clean off.
Feel free to go ahead and pause.
You feeling lucky, punk? That's what I'm asking.
And take your bets on this down in the comments, because this one is real. Like, after 5-7, I don't know what to fucking think anymore. 3.
This has to go through, I feel like.
1.
Did you miss? What was that?
Oh, that looked like it might have done it.
Oh, no, it did. Okay. What the hell went up there, then? I saw something land up at the mountain.
That is actually really cool, because it didn't really even done it. 5-7, I don't know what to fucking think anymore. 3, 2, 1.
So you see dust go up over here. What the hell?
Feel free to go ahead and pause and take your bets on this down in the comments, because this one is real. Like, after 5-7, I don't know what to fucking think anymore. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that looked like it might have done it.
You're telling me I could fire this out of a revolver? A revolver. Think about how easily it would be to 3D print a revolver. Nah. To be fair, though, you could probably 3D print any freaking random thing to fire any freaking bullet at the end of the day.
That is actually really cool, because it didn't really even, like, puncture so much as it just, like, it was just the raw energy of the round tore the material itself in 3 different little flaps here. You can kind of see, if you come over here, you can see just, like, the actual material itself just ripping, especially up from the top. Now on the backside here, yeah, you can see the Projo kept going there and ripped through. This is obviously a lot skinnier here on the backside. This isn't the bulletproof part, and this is fucking cool. It actually carved off the jacket. So that there,
oh wow,
is the copper part, the jacket of the 44 Magnum. That's super fucking cool.
Like, to be fair, I'm pretty sure 44s are expensive. Like, that somebody's gonna really want, like, hate you to buy one of those and, like, get at you, you know?
So if you're driving through a bad neighborhood, don't piss off Clint Eastwood, I guess. Just for shits and giggles, we actually do have a real 50 AE Desert Eagle, and it is this.
Now, this is starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, who the hell's care? Like, this is like some, what is it? This is some Black Rambo situation right now, and yes, I freaking love Black Rambo. Let's go! Shout out to Black Rambo.
Blue fucking drip machine. The flashlight here is just really fucking insult to injury. God, this is so actually usable. It's annoying.
The flashlight, not even a laser. That's hilarious, though. I love the holographic sight. That is just peak. Oh my goodness, love it.
It's actually not mine. This is the current Firearms Direct Club giveaway gun, and I can't tell you literally any more than that because YouTube fucking hates that shit. But I can tell you, it's probably gonna go through a Cybertruck door. 3, 2.
The flashlight is just kind of pointless. Put a laser on it. What are you doing?
1. Yeah, no fucking problems there. Straight through and through. Basically the same thing the 44 did, but
it's kind of a bit. It's a little more square, bigger impact. I feel like bigger hole.
Much bigger hole, which pretty much could be the slogan of the 50 AE, to be frank. Now back in the realm of shit, I'm not sure about.
Now this is phenomenal. This is one of those ones that I look. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, damn, that is so cool. Like the sleek design, the compactness of it. This is such a cool little machine.
We have the 12 gauge shotgun. This is the KSG-12. You might recognize it. It's usually on the wall behind me when I film. We are using S&B buckshot. Will this penetrate the Cybertruck door? I'd certainly hope so.
And then you have, this is not the one that has the 2 barrels side to side, right? Because that's the other one that looks amazing as well.
Again, really not sure. Birdshot, target load, stuff like that, that shit's gonna glance.
And I think that's the reason why I love this one so much, because it just looks like a single barrel version of that one.
It's right off. I don't really think that would be a problem. Buckshot, it very much depends on distance, which is a good thing, because I'm actually going to be backing up a decent bit, because...
Is it really that thin?
You know, not a big fan of ricochets. Controversial statement. You know, bullets lose the vast majority.
Yeah, you gotta remember, I think pellets are much more stopping power than penetration power.
Majority of their energy when they hit a target straight on, like a solid target or anything. That being said, I've been the recipient of ricochets from shotguns before. Once bitten, twice shy. It's a fool me once kind of thing.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
That delivery, I can't. I've seen this clip before.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
You can't. You can fool me. You can't get fooled again.
No shit. Pepper's pretty fucking good.
Just peppery, bro. Peppery.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised by that. Huh. The pattern was a lot bigger than I would have thought for that distance. Just, I guess, a little bigger.
I feel like, let me know what y'all think, but I feel like a 12 gauge. This right here is a perfect example of like, this is just everything you need when it comes to home defense. Like, you really don't need anything more than this. Anything more than this, and it's like, what do you? Unless you're trying to start a revolution, like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean?
And those did not do nearly as much as I expected. We could actually, we'll probably shoot this from a little closer.
Unless you're going hunting, of course. Like, I'm not a big disclaimer there. Unless you're going hunting, of course, you got to take down a freaking monster of an animal.
I'm gonna shoot toward the middle this time. Buckshot, round 2. There you go, much tighter pattern. Hey, I'm Cybertruck. I see you. So if you're in a Cybertruck,
nice.
I guess you can fuck the farmers.
This is actually genuinely pretty impressive. Because I feel like, yeah, a buckshot would absolutely be something that most people would carry. Shout out to, like, you know, that classic Resident Evil, what is it, 870, 950, whatever the frick it is with the Woodstock. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful.
His daughter. Probably do that anyway. He probably thinks you're a fat. Now for probably the most common rifle in the United States, the AR-15. This one is a Radiant. I actually like it a lot. Kind of half gamered this one out for some night vision shit. Today we're gonna show how velocity defeats...
Nah, son, this one definitely got that Call of Duty drip.
Everything. 5.56 travels at roughly 3,000...
Classic. I want an AK chambered in 5.56 because it's the closest thing you could possibly get, I feel like, to a 7.62 while still being, cheap enough, readily available enough, and plus US and Russia, I'm not really too happy, so the ammo is like really difficult to get your hands on now. So it's like, if I ever do, not that I would, I don't think I would right now. I got enough. I got my home defense fine, solid for now. But like, I don't think I would realistically. But if I did, 5.56 AK, just saying.
Feet per second, and with a 223 diameter bullet. I don't think
more than likely the 12 gauge is what I go for. I go for that.
This is actually going to be any sort of a challenge for defeating the Cybertruck. I'm gonna go for the bottom left here in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, there's no way. Okay, I was gonna say, like, this is at this point we're getting into like freaking revolution stuff, like calibers. This is like, yeah, this is like protect your Second Amendment time. You know what I'm saying? Of course it's gonna go through. It's a freaking AR.
That one's a problem.
It's not a military vehicle. We all kind of assumed when they said the commercially available Cybertruck is going to be bulletproof. I assumed to civilian calibers, but I'm not anticipating Trump buying a whole legion of Cybertrucks to send to war anytime in the near future. It's Cybertruck army.
I just bent over to explain that we just Swiss cheesed the door with a rifle round, and I did not realize this was a live Coca-Cola.
No!
But the spalling from the other side.
Damn it! There was a casualty, not the cola. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué la coca? No!
It made it not that anymore. So yeah, most of you probably could have seen this coming, but the 5.56 was able to just punch hole.
You could have drank that cola, Brandon. What was it doing there, Brandon? You could have saved that cola. It had one purpose in life. And it never got a chance to fulfill it. It's gonna go on forever without being drank. Shame. Wasteful.
Holes in it. It just is traveling so fast
Wasteful.
and carries so much energy because of that.
Do you know how many Mexican babies would love to have a Coca-Cola in their baby bottle right now?
So it's only, what, a 55 grain projectile? It's just the speed is what defeats armor. Which is why the majority of police vests, like soft armor vests, anything like that, great at stopping pistol rounds. But as soon as you get a rifle round into the equation, there's just not a lot you can do about it. But, not what I was looking for. But, it can be really fun. And I know exactly the gun to use for this. This, if you're not familiar, is the AK-50.
Here we go. This is what I was talking about! Ladies and gentlemen!
A 50 BMG, not to be confused with AE, like the Desert Eagle. 50 BMG, big motherfucking gun, if you will. And I know this is gonna punch through that door, but it's gonna be fun to look at anyway, especially since we are using Mark 211
and this is in
type of
fact
specialty
in
50 caliber
Call of Duty,
ammo
I believe.
that should give us a nice little pop. Is this a little gratuitous? Yes. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Dude, the weight though.
That's fucking stupid.
Did you see how heavy that thing? Damn. Bro had to let it come down into place because from how heavy that is freaking impressive.
Yes. Firing in 3.
Look at this, look at this,
2,
look at this.
1.
Damn.
That's fucking stupid.
Imagine having to walk with that thing while firing it in Call of Duty. I'm not gonna lie, it's impressive. It's impressive the simple fact that that thing doesn't explode every time he fires it. I'll be honest.
So this is your 50 caliber hole here on the back side of the door.
It's
You
very
can see that
interesting
one
how,
left.
like, look at the difference between
So this is
a bullet basically forcing its way through, like, into the door, and one that just fully punches through, just completely creates a perfect, like, entry
your
point
50
for
caliber
itself.
hole here on the back side of the door. You can see that that one left pretty hot. I'm sure
Yeah, it freaking heated the metal, dude.
you saw in the video all the sparks and everything coming off the back of that one, but what really you can't see in the video that I find really funny is the big-ass crater it dug to China 3 feet behind it. It's tunneling to
Where
China
is
specifically
that
because,
lead?
much like any other type of military equipment, it is hungry for the Three Gorges Dam.
Oh, stop it with your speed loader. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our bulletproof test for the Cybertruck. A couple of those actually surprised me a little bit, which means today we're doing my favorite kind of science, redneck science. In the words of Adam Savage, anything's science if you write shit down, or in this case, record it, which means Mia Khalifa's done a lot of science. Anyhow, if there's anything you think that we missed, or if there's anything that surprised you, or you don't think we did right, I'm sure if that last one's true, you have already told me down in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see coming up, we got some plans, we got some cool content that we've got in the works right now, but let me know because we do take your comments seriously, well, sometimes, and I love hearing what ideas for content.
You should do a comparison of the AK between the 5.56, the 7.62, and the 2.23 models.
That you
The
guys
American,
have. What
just
content you
to,
like.
and price points, for no particular reason. Just to see which one would be the poor man's best option.
Or don't like seeing. Let me know what you thought on this
Money-wise.
down below. Don't be a dickhead to service workers, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
And make it and for no reason other than for just because AKs, make it Stalker 2 really like themed. Alrighty, my dudes, I will share this on the Discord. Please go and check it out. Dude, we are right on schedule. Look at that. We got one more video. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!